All right, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to export your files in Autodesk Inventor so that you can 3D print them with Cura. So the first thing you're going to want to do is come up to our little Inventor icon up here. Okay, and you're going to want to go to Export, and you want CAD format here. So select and click on CAD format and scroll around, click on this little guy, Save as Type, and we want STL. Okay, and we're going to call it Part 8. All right, and save it wherever you want to save it. So like your thumb drive, okay, save it as Part 8. Here's my thumb drive. I'm going to go save. You can save to the desktop, to drag and drop if you want. It's up to you. So I'm going to save it for Part 8. And let's say you have another part. Do the same thing. Go to Export, CAD format, make sure it says STL and Part 6, and let's go ahead and save it in our thumb drive again. Okay, and hit Save. And you need to do this for every part, for all 5 parts of your puzzle cube. So go ahead and hit Save. All right, so now, okay, let's go to our Start menu or our Search, okay, and let's type in Cura and hit Enter. And Cura is going to start up. Now, you may not get this. You may get something that looks like this. Okay, add new machine wizard. So when you start Cura, you may get this. And if that happens, go to Next, click on Printer Bot, click on Next, and ask your instructor which one. Most likely to be the Play or the Metal Plus. Okay, and if your instructor says it's the Play, then select Play. Or if your instructor says Simple, select Simple or Metal Plus. So in this case, let's just go ahead and select Play and hit Next and Finished. Okay, and this is what your screen should now look like. All right, so the first thing we need to do now is bring in our parts. So we go to, let's go to Load, and we go to our thumb drive where we had them here, and we're going to click on Part 6. I'm going to hold down Control, and if you have 5 parts, you can hold down Control and bring all 5 of them and hit Open, and here they are. Okay, so notice they're really small. That's not good. So let's click on it. And, well, let's first move it away, separate them here. Okay, and we need to scale them because they're 10 times smaller than they should be. So let's click here and go to Scale and change 1.0 to 10. So backspace, okay, 10, and hit Enter. Okay, and we're good. I'm going to move this guy around here. Let's go to do the same thing for this guy. Now, I'm going to give you some advice here. I'm going to make this one slightly bigger. Instead of making it 10, I'm going to make it 10.05. Hit Enter. And I'm doing that because when you go to put your puzzle cubes in here, in this little slot right here, I'm going to make it slightly bigger so it doesn't get, so it fits in here. Okay, so only do this for parts that have a little groove like this. Okay, because if you make it just 10, you might have trouble fitting this guy into this groove. Okay, so make this one a little bit bigger. All right, if you have a part that looks like this. If not, you can just make them all 10. All right, so here we go. Try to get as many parts as you can on here and try to lay them flat. And also so that they don't have any overhangs. Because if you have overhangs, then you're going to need to add supports, but that's okay. So now come over here to quality. Let's go ahead and do layer height 0.3, okay? Because we don't need much detail in these, all right? And then shell thickness, just do 0.8. Actually, let's do 1.2. Make it a little bit thicker. This is your wall thickness. Think of it that way. And your fill, think of it as how hollow you want to make it, right? 100% fill would make it completely solid. A 0% fill would make it completely hollow. So we're going to give it about, I think 10 is probably good. And then print speed, make that 40. Temperature, make that 208. And then support type, let's just click everywhere, just in case there is some supports and then you need them. Okay. Platform adhesion type, go to none. Make sure that says 1.75. Make sure that says 100. And make sure machine, that says 0.4. Okay. Then what you need to do when you're all ready to print, everything looks good here. Now, don't have these far apart, because if you have your parts really far apart, it's going to take longer to print. Okay, so get them as close together as you can without touching, obviously. Okay, and like I said, you might be able to get 3 or even 4 parts on here if you space them out correctly. Okay, by the way, I don't like this one laying like this. So to change it, go to rotate. All right, and let's go on this guy. Nope, we don't want to go that way. Let's try this way. There we go. Okay, and if you need to lay it flat, go to lay flat. Okay, and that's it pretty much. Okay, and if you want to move around, use your arrows, okay, on your keyboard to try to see what views, okay? So if you need to kind of edit this in more detail, and let's say you want to get them really close, it's best to look from the top here. All right, so now our settings are all good over here. We got our parts where we want them. Let's go to File, and you want to do a Save G code. Now, what you want to do is ask the instructor for a micro SD card so you can save it. So call it, you know, your name or something like Mr. Fuller's Cube Parts. Okay, or something like that, but with your name, obviously. And then when your instructor gives you the SD card, you want to save it to your SD card, okay? Because the 3D printers need those micro SD cards to print, okay? And then once your SD card's plugged in, you know, let's say that's it, you'll click there and you'll hit save, and you're good to go, all right? And then hand your SD card to the instructor, and he will 3D print them for you and get them all ready to go. All right. Hopefully this made sense. If you have any questions, please ask the instructor as always. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.